When I was in the Army, I was drug tested all the time. I could only use stuff that wouldn't show up on a drug test, like alcohol, tobacco, and various legal highs. And one of those legal highs was morning glory seeds. They have LSA in them, which is similar to LSD. And if you eat them, you can trip balls. So one weekend I went to Walmart and bought some seeds and headed back to the barracks. I ended up getting 20 packs, 10 for me and 10 for my friend Ramsey. Now Ramsey is a crazy bastard, and I haven't heard from him since 2006. The last time I talked to him, he said he got a DUI after he left the bar and got hit by a fire truck with its lights on. Since this was Ramsey's first time, I showed him how to do it. I ground my seeds in a coffee grinder, mixed the seeds in soda, and drank it. It tasted like shit. 10 minutes later, I puked right over the third-story balcony. Ramsey didn't think it would work. But Ramsey was also the dude who would walk around drinking rubbing alcohol and then trying to get other people to do it. So convincing him to eat these seeds was no problem. Ramsey followed my lead and washed his seeds down with beer, while I laid on my bed sick as hell. The seeds didn't bother Ramsey at all. He didn't even care. He then grabbed his beer and left to go see what else was going on in the barracks. So after 45 minutes of thinking I was going to puke again, I noticed I was feeling slightly better. The ceiling was beginning to wave slightly. I sat up in my bed still a little queasy. As soon as I did that, the half-cracked door flew open and there was Ramsey. It's working! We decided to go explore in our new state of consciousness. We walked around the barracks talking about how crazy this is. At one point, we were talking about my roommate Waters, and I turned back to the direction of my room and waved as if Waters could see me. Waters wasn't even there. He wasn't even in the barracks. And we were too far away for anyone to see us from that distance anyway. Ramsey thought it was hilarious, and I realized how hard I was tripping. We later wandered into our parking lot and found my other roommate Hernandez. He was sitting on the curb, talking to his family on the phone, drunk as hell. We decided to do some covert mission and sneak up and scare him. We ducked behind a row of cars and low-crawled for 15 minutes to move 20 meters. We got to the last car in the row and jumped out and screamed loud. He slowly looked up with no reaction, still talking and slurring every word. We realized he was beyond drunk. He wasn't going to make it back to a standing position on his own. We helped him back to the room, then hopped on the PS2 to play Ace Combat. It was extremely hard to play. I couldn't tell which way was which. I only did Morning Glory seeds in the Army one other time after that. It's not something you want to immediately repeat.
Subscribe to Like Just a Random Message, motherfucker!